Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go on a little adventure today. Well, before I show you, it's a nice day outside, perfect weather, just a bit windy, mid-60s. Yeah, I like it. But I am here at the Jefferson Memorial. I'm excited. Right now I'm walking along the waterfront of the Potomac River. Sadly, there's no cherry blossoms yet. I think it's at the end of this month. This place would be beautiful, I'm sure. Hi guys, I'm back to being a visitor. Let's look at my lonely little ugly office again. Yep. Nothing's changed. Did someone like take my pens?
Is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just tracking, you know. I feel it's only fitting I address Noel's impending departure. In the short time I've gotten to know him, he's been a industrious worker, an avid advocate, and a good guy. To say he will be missed is an understatement.
Alright, goodbye, Albie.
See you later, Noel.
See ya. Janello. Okay, so does Esther want to say goodbye?
I'm making a cameo. Look how excited she is.
She's so excited to be in the vlog.
I know.
I think you all should start vlogging.
Vlogging? Oh, absolutely not. I'm not that interesting.
You can start when you come visit California.
Oh, no. One day. No, I was seeing all your pictures from Cali on your Instagram. It looks so much fun. Where his? No, yours. Yeah. I was like totally stalking. Oh. Are you recording?
Yeah, I'll be did the same thing. You said final goodbye? Is that me?
Yes, it is you.
Okay, I can wait. What's your last words?
We're going up. We're going up?
Yeah.
Or this one's going down.
It's fine. I can wait for the next one.
I already told you my final goodbye.
That's it. Your last goodbye. Final words.
See you in California.
So I'm chilling on the lawn in front of the George Washington Monument. It's a nice day out. Just said goodbye to the co-workers. I'm gonna miss them. Don't forget to watch my vlog, guys. I liked DC. Pretty good experience here. Can't wait to come back in the near future. Thanks, Obama.
I'm gonna get more. You want more?
What else is there?
Just come try. Just come more. It was good. There's more stuff for this.
Okay, well, we'll get some after for dessert. But we're gonna have our program farewell dinner tonight, right now. Look at this baby.
Because I'm gonna get more drink, that's why.
Jackie already had some cake at work.
That's good.
So this is my new car.
Yeah. Look at Jackie's new pin. He's gonna be like a
Now we'll be
politician
proud.
now. So about that cake Jackie had at work, it says "Happy Retirement, Jackie." You are old.
Those of you in my class had to do it. But in order to win this pool, you had to know who's going to win in Iowa and New Hampshire. You had to know that these people would still be in the race. You had to know that these people would be gone. Anybody recognize that guy? That was Martin O'Malley. And you had to figure out who was going to have the most delegates by the time you guys left this week. Which, of course, is her and him. Okay, so who did this? Here's the honorable mention. These people, out of 20 possible answers, got 17 of them right. So a hand for Jackie, Emmett, Caesar, Chris, and Ryan.
Yeah, Jackie! Yeah, baby! Woo! Honor, sir!
But they don't win anything.
And this is our family.
So we had an intense battle for second place. We had two runners-up. We had Anton Castaneda and Kira Day. Kira, are you here? Ooh, it's so these guys, Anton got everything right except that he said Bush would be gone and Paul would be gone, or Paul would still be in the race. I'm sorry, he said that Bush and Paul would still be in the race. Kira got everything right except she thought Trump was going to win Iowa, and in Berkeley, wishful thinking that Bernie Sanders would have it. So we had to go to the tiebreakers between the two of them. Who would be the first to drop out? Huckabee and... They both guessed Huckabee. And finally, we had to go to the Super Bowl. North Carolina was a big favorite. They both took the Broncos. So one of them is going to get a bag of UC-DC stuff, which I have, but now we're not going to give to them. And the other's going to get a Ben Carson bumper sticker.
Give the Ben Carson to Anton.
The winner, who got 19 of 20 of these right, is... And for a $25 Amazon gift card...
Hey!
Come on up, come on up. So Matthew got every single thing right, except he thought Rand Paul would still be in. So you get a gift card. Had it gone to a tiebreaker, he got Huckabee right, but he went with the Panthers, so it would have been close. But since you were the winner of this, tell us who's going to win November.
It's gonna be Hillary.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
All right, now I get to talk for just a moment here. To say goodbye to you guys. if you've watched even 10 minutes of those debates that have been going on, particularly on the Republican side, you have heard that there are a lot of people who consider Washington not that good, evil, dysfunctional, corrupt, lazy, lots and lots of horrible things. And I hope, you've now been here 10 weeks, I hope when you go home you'll be able to tell people that was not my experience. You have seen at this point the passion that people put into their work here. Clearly there are some people who fit all those adjectives, but I hope you've seen at your internships and even from some people in this building that there are an awful lot of folks who do what they do because they want to help other folks. And it's a very, very honorable thing that gets missed a lot. And you got to be careful not to paint Washington with this broad brush. When Donald Trump says Islam hates us, he is saying something which is a huge brush. He's playing on people's worst fears, and it's something which factually can be disproved. Like I was telling my class this yesterday, you can look this kind of stuff up. It is true that there are Muslims who have killed Americans on American soil. And if you look at like San Bernardino, if you look at all the killings since 2011, since the terrorist attack, depending on what group you count and who calls them jihadists and all, you'll get somewhere between 40 and 80 jihadist killings on U.S. soil. During that same period, roughly 300 Americans were killed by cows, and about 1,000 were killed by snakes and spiders. And yeah, you can say all this stuff with a broad brush, but it only plays on people's worst emotions. And when people say Washington stinks, community organizing is laughable, they're painting with a broad brush. And you guys, now having been here for 10 weeks, hopefully understand that there's more nuance than that. Of course there are problems here, but when people say, you know what, there are a bunch of idiots there, you are now they. You know? You guys basically, if you're unemployed in a, in a welfare line, and you're an alcoholic and you haven't had a college education and you think the world is treating you wrong, maybe you can say they are treating us wrong. But you guys are either graduated or about to graduate from the world's most prestigious public university.
Oh, yeah.
You've all spent a term in Washington. You've got an experience that very few Americans have. And if it's not working, you guys can do something about that. And there are lots and lots of ways to do that. You can come back to Washington. You can do things in Sacramento. You can do things in, Martinez or Orange County or San Diego. You can do it working for some nice community organization. You can do it working for a big law firm. You can do it in a lab. But there are lots and lots of ways that you can fix if you see things are wrong. And hopefully now that you've been here, you'll do that. This is going to sound very corny, but when I see you guys, it does fill me with lots of confidence. I mean, you guys, I have seen the tolerance that you have of each other. Forget about like Berkeley and UCLA folks being tolerant of one another. I mean, you guys come in all different colors and shapes and sizes and intellectual abilities, and you guys get along. And the thing I really, really have seen that I love is the fact that you guys take care of each other. I've seen it in my class. I've seen it upstairs. That's a fantastic thing, and it really makes me really optimistic about the future. So, as you leave here, make sure to spread word about the program, because we need you to tell people that this was a great experience. And really, if you come back, say hello to us. And I think I speak for all the folks who work here when I say you can't honor us more than to let us know what you're up to. It is thrilling, whether it's 2 or 3 years from now, and I get a note from a student saying, oh, I just want to let you know, now I'm doing this. It makes us feel really good. So please stay in touch and let us know what you're up to. Thanks.
Yes, hello!
Okay, we've got one more water bottle to give away. Okay, next I'd like to call the director of Res Life, Josh, please come up.
I don't.
Hi everybody. So I'm so sad to see you all go. I've gotten to live with you all for the last 3 months. You've been great. You actually have the wonderful esteemed distinction of being the lowest student conduct numbers of any group in the 3 years I've been here. Thank you for making my job a little easier. Now I have a couple of notes and things. I get to be a little logistical here tonight. So, a couple things for you. First and foremost, as you're packing and cleaning up, remember that there is donation bins at the end of every hallway, so you can leave your donations there. We'll make sure that they go to the homeless in DC so that we can help them out. Remember, tomorrow is the Rock and Roll Half Marathon, so give yourself some extra time to get to the airport. There's going to be a lot of delays in traffic, so try to get out of here about 30 to 45 minutes ahead of what you would normally need, because many roads are shut down in the city and you're going to have to go out the south side of the city in order to get out of here. Goes without saying, but be good tonight. Vacuums and scales can be checked out at security, so if you need a vacuum cleaner, you can do that there. And then just bring your luggage down, and I know you all want to weigh that and keep it at 50.0 pounds, or the airport charges you more money. And here's a list of students who have packages still upstairs, so you got to take those home with you. Thank you again for everything. You guys have been an awesome group of students, and I really, really am going to miss you. Thank you.
Okay, we're almost done. Before we close, I have something to ask of you. And I'm not going to ask for money, even though we're willing to accept whatever you want. But it's the following. As many of you have told us, and those of you who came before, UCDC has been a transformative experience, and I hope it has been for you. But many of you have also told us, and it varies by campus and what department you're in, et cetera, that you only found out about it by chance. That you may have, had a friend who went, or you happened to come across a flyer, or what have you. And what I'd like to ask your help with is please help us spread the word. Whether or not you're going back to campus for a quarter, or whether you still have friends and colleagues back on campuses, it's really important that everyone on campus know that this program is for them. Regardless of their major, regardless of their income status, regardless of whatever, there's a place for them here in Washington in an internship that they can benefit from. And a lot of people don't know that. And so we're doing whatever we can to promote it, to let people know across campuses and whatever major and discipline and whatever a student's background, that you can come here, that it's affordable, that financially will follow you. But they're not, students, as you know, they're going to believe it when they hear from people like them, when they hear it from you, that it's worth it, that it's worth creating the space in your schedules to come to DC. And yes, it's more expensive, and yes, there are challenges. But again, and I hope that I speak for all of you that say that despite all of that, that it's worth it to come. Because again, this is the only way that so many students from California are going to get to DC. That they can't get here on their own. They're not going to be able to come outside of an academic program. And my feeling is that as a public university, it's our obligation to make sure that this opportunity is available for any student. I'm speaking now for the UC students. For any UC student who's interested and wants to come to DC. As director, that's my goal, but I need your help in spreading that word. So we have, if you're going back to campuses, the campuses, if you're juniors in particular, many of the campuses have ambassador programs that we've helped sponsor so that you can work with the campus recruitment office to try to get people to come, to go talk in classes, help them think creatively of how to get the word out to students who may not know about the program. Write to anyone who you can think of. Write to deans or whatever, saying this is a great program. CC your chancellor or whatever, saying you should give money so that they can pay your plane tickets. You'd be surprised. Sometimes this works, and it comes. Believe me, it has much more force when it comes from students and alumni saying this program needs to be supported than it does from me. But in whatever way you can, either to talk to other students who might be interested in coming, to work with those communities back home, whether it's the group that you work with, your major, your student organization, let them know that there are opportunities for them here and that we will do whatever we can to make it work for students and find an internship that they're interested in and courses. So that's what I'm asking you to do. If you go and make your millions and want to put your name on the building, that would be all right. But right now, what I really ask of you is to help us spread the word so that UCDC continues to be a viable program, because it's not going to be viable unless we keep the pipeline going. So, you know, when you came here, I asked you to remember that there were many students that came before you who kind of opened the doors in your internships, and you've all done a great job creating those opportunities for students who come after, because, you know, you've done a good job. And so we just now need to create, you know, have them come to take advantage of the opportunities that you've kept open for them. So please help us do that. And as Mark said, for those of you who are staying in DC, this is the one building that has UC on the door. We are always home to you, and also if you're a visitor, come back, let us know how you're doing. But this is the University of California in Washington. It's the only place in town, so this is always home to you now that you've been here. We wish you all the best. And as Josh said, for Porter students who are leaving tomorrow, please have a safe night. We want to get you home safely. And thank you all for coming. We couldn't do it without you. So.
All right, any final words?
Go to UCDC. It's fun and it's great. It's a good experience and you should come.
I agree. So, we're all going to clean our apartments and start packing our crap. So I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be traveling tomorrow back home, so expect that video to be out. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you tomorrow.